Hey, hi, how's it going? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, oh my gosh. No, yeah, no, I had a school show earlier today. It kind of hit the ground running. There's a lot going on. Yeah, I know. Well, especially ramping up into the cherry blossom season. We got Sakura Taiko Fest coming up, and then it's kind of flat out from there to like June, pretty much all the way through June. Yeah. No, yeah, I just got back from Minneapolis. Actually, Herbie was amazing. Yeah, it was really great. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the weekend before that was ECTC. That was a lot of fun. No, a good time. Oh, you you heard about the party? Yeah, there was like 54 people in my tiny hotel room. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a busy year with Connect coming up, and 10th anniversary for Mark H Taiko actually coming up towards the end of the year. So you got to start planning for that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling very positive about it. No, it's gonna be busy, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like 2020 is it's gonna be a good year. COVID?
Oh, Roxy. Roxy.
Was that who just joined? Yay. Do we have someone on the line from the Southeast region? All right, so when you come in, can you
Hello.
introduce yourself? You want to
Hello.
put a little microphone at the bottom. And Brian,
Hello.
you want to just
Put emojis in the chat,
if
guys.
you're talking, you can
Do I talk into this thing?
Oh my gosh, look
Talk
at the
to-
background I just put up. It's
when
amazing.
you come onto the screen,
Hello?
go to the top right. There's a grid view. Do you see it at the top?
I can't.
Oh, I see the review.
Hear
I'm
it.
toggling back and forth.
There, it's like a lot of little boxes.
What is this?
Oh my gosh. You guys can make chat if I know.
Greetings from Honolulu. I'm Kenny Endo. The pandemic has caused a lot of suffering and hardship for people all over the world. But more than ever, the world needs art, creativity, and music. Keep practicing and performing, and have a great concert.
Got to alter it so I don't get hit with copyright infringement. Hi, everyone. Welcome. This is Mark H. Welcome to MHTV. from the Taiko bunker, or are we? We might be somewhere else. Live from the Dance Exchange, in fact, in Tacoma Park, Maryland. And we have quite a program for you. So I would just want to kick this off right away. This has been, of course, a time of challenge, but also a time of inspiration. So during this time, I finally found myself with a little free time to compose. So the very first song that you're going to see is actually the only brand new song premiering today here at Mhtv Presents, and it is going to be performed by our very own Mark H Taiko, our community group here. The song is called Soka, and I hope you enjoy. This first bit is on video, though. All right, I think we'll see it on the screen here.
So all throughout my taiko career, we've been telling people, oh, kumidaiko is something you have to experience live. You have to feel the energy of the drums and the vibration, and we have to play it with the group. So what happens when you don't have the group and you don't have the drums?
So it was really hard not playing taiko for a few months. At the beginning of the pandemic, we obviously had no practices and hadn't quite figured out virtual practices yet.
I think a lot of us during the pandemic have been working from home and kind of in our own bubble. And a lot of times, that's for all things, and also working, 14, 20 hours a day.
My participation and relationship to taiko over the past year and a half has been limited due to two factors, work and then also some of the conditions that our group agreed to when we were coming back to in-person practice.
It was my first long break away from taiko ever. Like, I've been playing taiko in some form for like 14 years. To have that time away, it just felt like a whole way of thinking and using my body and my brain just went away. It felt like this big piece of myself was gone.
Obviously it sucked at the beginning when everything had to stop and everything had to be cancelled and we had to close the taiko centre, and particularly because I live on my own as well, so there have been huge chunks of the last 18 months where I've had to be completely on my own because of lockdown rules.
Everything else was making me tired and everything else was unknown, and the one thing that kept giving me energy was practicing taiko, teaching taiko, even on Zoom. So I think I look at taiko as a life force for me, very much a life force.
But then I soon started teaching online to stay engaged and connected with people that I normally teach. We were rehearsing online as well to stay connected. And also there were just so many different things going on online. So in terms of webinars and sort of big taiko calls where there are loads of people on discussing X, Y, and Z.
I taught about, at the height, 5 classes on Zoom per week, which meant trying to figure out how to keep people engaged without the taiko themselves. I had to really go deep into thinking about what is the thing that will keep people coming back even though they don't have the vibration and the energy of the taiko.
For lots and lots of reasons, taiko has been really deprioritized for me, playing-wise, but that actually led to a happy experiment where I was training and sharing what I knew about leading songs with one of our members to help increase our bench strength.
I spent a lot of time practicing taiko and other auxiliary instruments, usually around 1 to 2 hours, but on certain days up to 4 alone. And this relationship has been sort of my meditation, as well as a process that has helped shape my identity as a taiko instructor in this world.
People have been wanting to do in this time. So we've tried ways of doing this outdoors at Glen Echo Park. We had, can you show the video package on the, no? All right, well, we'll just keep the logo up here for now. All right. Anyway, so this song is an amalgam of many different songs. I still don't realize how many songs I put into this one arrangement. So songs by Mark H songs that we learned from Wakon Daiko, songs that we learned, songs that I learned in Ryujin, Mura, where I was living for a few years. And in fact, that's why we call this song Ryujin Daiko, which has to do
Taiko has been something to look forward to, but it's also been having a group of people to look forward to something to with.
And I really missed Taiko, just the stress reliever of it during the pandemic. It was hard because I could do gardening, but that was a stress releaser for me too. But I really preferred Taiko because you really get to hit the drum and you get to be with people too.
For these past 14 months, I have missed being with real people in person, doing everything Taiko, teaching, performing, practicing, and being in front of an audience.
During the pandemic, Taiko became another opportunity in my life to practice resiliency. With the endless lockdowns and the loss of our practice space, it would have been really easy to say goodbye to Taiko this past year. But I and Ra persevered, because that's what we do. We move forward in the face of adversity.
Taiko and I have been a joy factory this last year plus. Taiko has meant for me self-medication. Yeah.
My relationship with Taiko in this COVID time is like this. So looking at the mountain from far away. It's Mount Shasta. It's far away, but strong and powerful and sacred, and always supported me.
Taiko to me means community, and during the time of COVID, it was so important to have a sense of community and to be able to play with others and meet up with others.
I really think it's about the people in the community. I've met so many friends and mentors and just people that I get along with so well. And I just want to keep hanging out with my friends and being a part of the community and seeing people at events.
And what Taiko has meant to me over the last year during the pandemic is how much I rely on and love the other people that play Taiko in this amazing community.
I started playing Taiko with Mark virtually during the pandemic, attending the Meet the Artist series, and it was a fantastic way for me to engage with a broader community while being able to keep my family safe.
I consider my Taiko friends and colleagues to be my extended family, and I feel very grateful for the support that they've given me through these very strange and challenging times.
During this time, in fact, I was able, during the So it seemed very appropriate to try and honor that by doing something under the sakura. So this video is a song called Take 15. We threw it together in a matter of a day, and we just went down there, and the very next day they closed down that whole area where we shot this video to public foot traffic. And yeah, so please enjoy. Take 15. Welcome back. All right, so just a little trip down memory lane. And the next song we're going to do is actually a song that was arranged by Kristen Koyama. So I thought I would give Kristen a chance to explain the song. Yes.
I'll speak.
Introduce.
This next piece is called Waiting for Spring. It's an arrangement of a piece called Hana Hachijo, which was written by Chieko Kojima of the group Kodo, which is a professional taiko drumming group from Japan, which many of you may know. Hana means flower or blossom, and this piece really celebrates the beauty that blossoms amidst adversity. It also really tells the story of Chieko's journey as a taiko artist. I had the privilege of learning this piece from her, and when I met her, I was struck not only by the struggle of her journey to become a professional performing taiko artist, but also her very joyful and generous spirit, which actually reminded me quite a bit of my grandmother's. At the time, I had been looking for a way to showcase my grandmother's haiku poetry as well as tell the story of her life, and it just seemed to make sense that this was the perfect fit to be able to do that. So I really think that now the inspiration of these two women is more relevant than ever, and we've already seen a lot of blossoming within the taiko community as everyone has come out to support each other, and I'm thankful to all of you, you know who you are, who have supported Mark throughout this time. I know some of us may not be there yet, but I do think that eventually we will all be able to look back as individuals and as a taiko community on the last year and a half and recognize and be grateful for the things that may not have come about had we not been challenged. So here is Waiting for Spring.
The first time this year, I gaze in the mirror for a while, at my face without makeup. My husband wipes off his sweat, and I feel a new affection for him. calm and carefree, my child. You are unaware of my scolding. The warmth when I call to my child. The dog comes, too. I apologize to my husband for serving only leftovers for dinner. In the south, where my grandchild lives, even winter is warm. I blow a kiss to the young boy selling yellow daffodils. With so many fuki, the back garden looks like Japan. We continue talking on topics of no importance, and a calm falls upon us. I turn my life over to daydreaming, waiting for spring.
You know, I think I appreciate it more just because I feel like that I took it for granted that, you know, I've been doing it for so long that it's always kind of been there. And then when it goes away, you know, you just find out all the small things that you kind of miss, you know, even on the aspect of from the greater community, and then also just kind of, you know, within your own group.
It's also about connection now with people, real people in real life, because I'm back at doing Kumi Taiko, and I'm really enjoying getting to know people and engaging in the Taiko community. Taiko also, for me, is a connection to my heritage, being Japanese American, and so I'm very grateful and appreciative of the opportunities that Taiko brings me every day.
It has also represented a way to remain connected with the larger community, and often to be connected in more creative and expansive ways, things like Zoom or other video conferencing, which we all, I think, got very used to in the past year. It opened up a lot of ways not only to connect with other professionals, but also my students and students around the world and other Taiko enthusiasts, and really realized that we were all trying to find creative ways to stay connected with and bonded to Taiko.
Silver linings through this period was able to connect with people around the world and being able to engage students from across the country. I don't think we would have done that otherwise.
The global pandemic has not changed my relationship to Taiko. It has only amplified my relationship to Taiko. The pandemic, George Floyd, social unrest, and even global warming has only made me more focused in the work that I do through Taiko Peace. Peace, the acronym for partnerships, empathy, and creative empowerment.
Okay, and we are back. Rob's rear end in the frame. Okay, once again, I do want to acknowledge as well, you know, it's been a trying time for artists all over the place. I've been really fortunate to have a partner like Kristen to share this pandemic with, because no one has been more like supportive, more of just a solid, you know, rock throughout all this, given especially my tendency to fall apart at times when adversity. Oh, is that failing? Okay, so I'm going to vamp a little bit here. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there how much I love my wife. Anyway, thank you. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so this might be as good a time. No, we got it fixed. 10 years ago, we moved to this area, and not soon afterwards, I think was when I first met Kristen Jones, KJ, as I call her, because Kristen, it gets confusing. Anyway, yeah, and sort of immediately just started seeing the possibilities of collaboration. And this was before I saw Iliami. And anyway, yeah, I was just, I got to see this band, this thing that she was a part of called Iliami, which stands for I Love You and I Miss You. And yeah, it was just phenomenal. I'd say, honestly, one of my favorite bands of all time. I just love the sound, and just to my greatest thrill, I've had the opportunity to collaborate with Iliami, usually in distance running.
There's too many things to do.
Rob is, by the way, if you haven't seen, Rob is also running the whole live stream, so. I'm like, well, you're gonna be there anyway.
Every time you hear the little, that's me putting out a fire. Something's on fire.
Literal fires.
I think so.
See some smoke back there. Anyway, just always so much fun to play with these fine musicians and good friends. They performed in front of our house several times during the pandemic. We were on lockdown. So, anyway, do you have anything you'd like to say about this song? I thought because Kristen's song was Waiting for Spring, I thought it appropriate that we do your song called Spring.
Yes.
Anything you want to say about this song?
I don't know that there is. I think my brain is so addled by trying to press that button and that button and that button and that button. And Heather's been backstopping me, and thank goodness, because otherwise, the fire that got away from me that's like in hand leg is just terrible. So thank you. Terrible intro.
All right, yeah. So much to do with the song, so maybe we'll just play it.
This is a song that I wrote right prior to the 2016 election, and then realized, well, that sucked.
Video package.
Oh crap!
Video package.
Oh, hold on. I lost.
Video package.
You're almost there. Back to the.
And then we had our first in-person practice outside in Glen Echo Park, and I remember like just the first time hitting the drum and being like, yep, that's what I've missed.
And so like I only got to hit a taiko about 3 times during the pandemic, so coming back to regular practice just feels like stepping back into my own body, and it's just been amazing.
I went for a very, very long time without playing at all on real drums in the same space as other people. And when it came to our first session back all together just a few weeks ago after the last lockdown ended, I wondered whether I would actually enjoy it. I was a little bit worried. Taiko's been such a big part of my life for the last 25 years. Would I still want to carry on investing so much of my time and energy in it? And I was delighted because after that moment of pause, I loved it. It didn't take more than a beat or two, actually, and I could see the smiles on everybody else in the room. It was an instant hit again, and the energy, the joy, the enthusiasm, it was all still there. So I find myself recommitted to taiko in a way that I hadn't expected.
On standby. Standing by. Mr. Lord Michaels to the floor. Mr. Lord Michaels to the floor.
How about this one? This is a good plan. I like this one.
Okay.
よろしくお願いします。
Double drum drill sequence. Take 1. E, so, hit.
And we're back. Okay. Oh, and I have a microphone now. All right. So that was the practice of perseverance. Just one of these videos we put together because we're all zooming from home and trying our best to do what we could with Taiko during all this. We've tried all kinds of things in order to stay Taiko over this period of time. Park, that's old music park. And you know, when we return and moving things forward, we're doing practice. We clear all we are observing. Hello. We are back.
Back up like 30 seconds.
Okay.
I remember what you said.
Yes. Miyako Taiko. They probably didn't hear the part where I'm, praising Miyako Taiko, but nonetheless. Anyway, we are back. They're performing a song called Doko Kara, written by our good friend Mr. Yuta Hato over at the Los Angeles Taiko Institute. I guess with that, I'll just say, take it away. Say yeah!
So you want to know how it's been between Taiko and me this last year and 4 months? Well, let's just say it's complicated. I mean, we used to be inseparable, and then we thought we'd never see each other again. But then Taiko turned on its video and reminded me to unmute myself. So anyways, now we're together and we uplift each other every moment. And Taiko got me into playing video games, like right now. And we never feel alone in this world, especially when you realize how many mutual friends Taiko and I have. Taiko and you, we're so lucky to have each other.
So Taiko during the pandemic has really been kind of a bright spot for me, a broadening of my experience of the Taiko community and getting to virtually meet all kinds of Taiko people I never would have met otherwise. It's been an incredible opportunity to improve my skills, learn lots more about Taiko, and just to think more about the role of Taiko in my life, and it's really broadened my view of what Taiko can mean to me.
Donation information available, and yeah, at the bottom of the screen, these kinds of projects, of course, are keeping Taiko alive in this area, trying to re-emerge in creative ways. Of course, they do call for your support. So, thank you very much. I feel like I'm turning into a PBS special suddenly. With only your support, and for a small donation of only $100, we have these umbrellas. And I'm joking. This has nothing. This is just a fan. But there are ways that you can donate at the bottom of the screen. Thank you so much for your support, even by tuning in or watching this later on, because you might be watching the recording of this. The other thing I wanted to point out, if you are in the area and you're a Taiko player and you want to come to DC in August, we'll be having some intensive workshops going on in multiple topics. You can find those on my website, of course, markhtaiko.com. I think that's enough plugging, though. So, the next song we're going to do, our penultimate song, features a student who I have actually met before, but has actually been mostly taking classes with me, virtual lessons, over this last year or so. And in fact, like all the great ideas that I have, this also came from someone else. Because Chris, I think like every great, like, who was it that told me that we should meet the artist online? I feel like that was Lisa or Molly or someone. And then I think it was Rachel or someone who said, hey, why don't we try Glen Echo Park? Or, you know, all of these people had these great ideas. And I just like to take credit, I guess is the main thing. So, anyway, I have a singular talent, which is videos, and we could splice them together and do this whole thing with Yui. And then I was like, wow, that's a lot to ask one person to play all 5 parts of Yui and put it together. Because Yui means a thread, and really the meaning of the song is how it is interthreaded, how it is interrelated, and kind of how it's woven together. So it's really hard to experience that when you're playing just by yourself, or against Mark in his basement on Zoom, just randomly sending out videos. So we thought it would just be a great idea if Carissa could come here. She happened to know someone in Tacoma Park. So, and now she is. Well, yeah, Chris, why don't you come over here for a second? This
Hello.
is Carissa.
Hi.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming down for this. Thank you so much for taking the virtual lessons, and
Yeah.
Chris is just an amazing student. So
Oh, thank you. So I'm super excited to play this with real, actual people.
so we are. I think are we up?
Set to go?
We are almost there.
Almost there. Thank you
All
for your
right.
patience, everyone.
Thank
We know you had
Carissa.
no
You can go
sound.
back and be ready to drum at a moment's notice. We are so close to being there. I also want to thank everyone involved in this. Really, everyone involved in this. Really, everyone involved in this. Some Yui? All right, ladies and gentlemen, song by Ryo Shimamoto, Yui. Hit it!
This last year plus has been, of course, remarkably challenging for everyone, some to a greater extent, some to a lesser extent. But what is most remarkable to me is that we were able to find connection at a time when we were told that we couldn't, that we just had to distance ourselves from people. And yet, as taiko players, but as people, as a community, even as a global community, we found that it was important to us to connect, to find each other, to interact, to support each other, to commiserate, even in times of misery. And I think that we've really come out of this stronger than we were before. I just hope that we can continue those lessons moving forward, that we can continue to live in a way where we greatly value the connection that we've won.
We'd like to thank all of our very special guests. Of course, all the members of our intermediate class. All the members of Mhtv Taiko. All the members of MHTX. Chris Aoki. Members of Iliani. And just before we play our last song, I have a big favor for everyone at home and everyone in the studio. Today is my dad's birthday. So, all together, Sore! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dad. Watch that. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so we have one last song to play for you. This song is called Shin-en. It means a celebration of the heart. Many of you know this song. Many of you play this song. And I just want to thank everyone for taking part in this, whether you're there at home watching, whether you're watching this later on, but especially, of course, everyone who came and played the drums with us today. Thank you so much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. This is called, are we ready to go? All right. This is called Shinen. Kristen, take it away.